Hello everyone and welcome to another BeadApp update video. It is now February and boy do we have a lot to talk about, which is why I made this cheat sheet. So let's start with some general personal sort of BeadApp team news. My wife and I were going to Tucson in America for a big bead convention. There's spring break for the school, so that's fine. And that also means I'm going to have a lot of time to work on some BeadApp things. Jakub has managed to secure himself a place in the new semester. There was a hurdle or two, but yeah, he's an excellent student, so I have great confidence in him being able to proceed with his studies and proceed with being the lead programmer on the BeadApp project. Let's talk about some bug fixes that we were able to fish out. So projects can now be deleted on the opening screen. This was intended. There was the trash can icon that you can click, but for some reason it wouldn't let you. You will also be warned that it's permanent. We've improved visuals for the list of materials. It used to be called bill of materials, changed the name because it's more natural and less like tech lingo. This particularly was insightful on smaller resolution or screen width devices. When you're deleting a layer now, you will be warned because there's no going back for that. It cannot be undone. Panning on the change color strip no longer moves the canvas underneath it, which was peculiar. The menu panels are now closed by tapping outside of the menu window sort of area. We've decreased sensitivity for two-finger rotation so that when you're trying to zoom in or zoom out with your two fingers, it doesn't get tilted by just the action of your fingers not moving away perfectly from each other, like in perfect straight line. So that should be a little bit more comfortable for you. Removing beads from the palette doesn't move the canvas underneath anymore. Again, a similar problem, was a bit unexpected behavior. We fixed the problem with selected beads highlighting improperly if they're flipped, so like a solid duo being flipped didn't highlight properly. And we updated the text in the quick start tutorial. Okay. So for new features, there's not so much because it was a busy month for all of us. We added a double tap zoom in and zoom out function. So if you want to quickly adjust position of a smaller bead, you just double tap the screen twice. It gets you to 250 magnification. Do your thing, double tap again. It'll zoom you right back up where you were. Which should be like an ease of use feature. When you change a color of a bead in Canvas using the swatches icon, you're gonna automatically get the new variety in your palette. So if you change for Aztec Gold, suddenly the Aztec Gold colored bead will appear in your palette. And we added a small questioning mark icon for replaying the quick start tutorial in app. For the bead database, there are new colors. Well, basically there's full color support for Minos and Drop Duo. So before there was just 10 basic colors, and now you're able to access the full width of that. We have a gnome feature that we're working on removing. So basically, maybe you've experienced it. I get some feedback about people having it, but apparently not everyone. So sometimes when you try to start the app, it'll freeze on the opening screen for no reason. It either takes a very long time, like a minute, to open, or doesn't open at all, or maybe we just run out of patience, which is completely understandable. This is a not intended behavior. We have checked everything we can and we are quite confident it's some sort of a bug in the environment we are developing BeadApp in. The environment is quite new. It has great functionality when it comes to multi-platform support. So this will basically allow us to go from mobile onto PC and Mac in the future, so it's great. The team is new and they're doing everything. They're working very well with their users. So we have scheduled a Skype call with them later on this month, and we will try to get to the bottom of this one, because this needs to go. We want you to be able to open the app the moment you get inspired and be ready to start with whatever you want to do immediately. That being said, in the meantime, a good fix if you get this problem is to restart your device and open the BeadApp first thing you do when you get in your password or PIN if you're using it. And that should fix it. That should work fine. So yeah, please hold tight and we'll remove this as soon as possible. Sort of brings me into the immediate plans. So we'll work on removing this bug. Also, I plan to improve the BeadApp webpage, because right now it's very rudimentary. There's barely any info. We want to make it prettier and more helpful even for people visiting it without actually knowing what BeadApp is as of yet. And I continue to polishing up the app, and we would like to increase the speed of working on the Bead database, and we'll see what happens. So thank you everyone for joining me today for this BeadApp update video. I hope you have had a wonderful month. I hope you're having fun using BeadApp and beading all together, and I see you in the next one.